We are on a journey to watch every piece of Star Trek media. But we're taking a little side swing to a cousin of its called Quantum Leap. They're not related at all. I don't know why I said that.
Scott Bakula is eventually in Star
Scott
Trek.
Bakula is in Star Trek. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. It works. It works. Last episode was a tough watch, but very good in my opinion. And clean slate, he's a teenager. And since Scott gets with every woman almost in most episodes, I'm a little nervous.
It all started when a time travel experiment I was conducting went a little caca.
Oh, I hate it every time.
That last episode, pacing-wise, flew by for me.
Really? I think like towards the end, like the last, I don't know, last quarter, I was like, man, it's been going for a while.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes I get that a lot with this show. It just feels like it's going forever and then it ends. And like that last 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, this has got to be the resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm like, where are they going? Kind of like Star Trek. Just...
That feeling of like, oh, we've seen all this.
Yeah, is there anything from the intro that we haven't seen? I don't think so.
I like the juxtaposition here because it's like Scott Bakula looks like a badass, and then he.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh my God, I'm a dork.
He's got a pretty good car if he's a dork.
Dad's car. I wish we still had places to eat like this. And just not everything being a fucking chain.
True.
All because of Ray Kroc.
I thought it was a cool looking car.
Hey, shame we weren't racing for pinks. I could have wiped this eyesore off the boulevard. Oh, yeah.
The classic 30-year-old teenagers.
See you at the Barrens. Pennywise the clown.
Stay away.
Yeah, don't, like, what are you, crazy?
Is this a moral gray area?
I can't believe that we are going. We are actually going.
Right.
Promise not to tell Mom and Dad until I do, okay?
You got it.
Oh, it's a sister. All right.
Okay.
He's good. He's good.
To an island called Tonga.
I'm going to help set up a food cooperative, and Bob is going to teach the natives new ways to fish.
Right.
He's not going.
Give it back. You guys leave Jill alone. Come on, give me it. Come on, you guys. That's not nice.
Oh, dude.
What?
He just looks surrounded by like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Repressing their sensitivities and projecting their unconscious fears. You know all that. I took Psych 1.
This is probably in the 50s too, isn't it?
It said 61.
61, okay. They would never do it because people probably wouldn't remember, or maybe some would. But like, if we see like the guy we saw from the previous episode that was jumped into previously.
Oh, like in the same, like if he was in the same general area?
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't have to be like a featured part, but like a neat little cameo.
Hey, he's not wearing any underwear.
Oh, look at his dick!
Yeah, look at his dick. Yeah, jerk him off. What?
Yeah, I gave you a 9.5 on that dive.
What do you think more money went to? The costume design for the sets of each episode, or Al's costumes?
Al's costumes. I feel like maybe Dean just had those outfits already. Can I wear these? Yeah,
You
sure.
remind me of a stripper I know in Vegas. She starts out with an empty TV shipping carton.
Yeah, sure, Dean. Where will you want? Just show up on time, okay?
I'll try.
Cam?
Oh, wait. Now he's really got to stay away.
Are you naked?
Do the initials BA mean anything to you?
Your usual, silly. 2 pinky burgers, a large order of fries, a chocolate shake, and a cherry Coke.
Another repetitive theme is that everyone does something the exact same and everyone knows each other. You notice that? Well, you always get, silly.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, where we going, Miss Melsley? Where we always go.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no spontaneous events. You never order something different, go somewhere.
Ooh, man, that looks good.
Want a bite?
Oh, sorry. You're a hologram.
I love to have an early 60s burger.
Oh yeah, before they pumped it with all the preservatives and bullshit.
I mean, you've never seen a woman throw herself at a guy in a Rambler. Never.
Hal, you gonna let a car like that rule your life?
Yes. According to Ziggy, there's an 82.6% chance you're here to keep Cheryl from marrying Bob.
I knew as soon as she was telling that story, like, we're gonna go here first and then go to the Peace Corps. I'm like, you're not going.
You're not going. Yeah.
What's the matter?
First time my sister got married, she was 17. He drank a lot, and when he got drunk,
Sorry, Sam.
she was too afraid to leave.
Damn.
Ugh.
So much for a comedic episode.
Yeah. Past two, some serious issues.
Hey, Eddie, what'd you want to go and come over here for?
Yeah, what's up, Eddie?
What show was that? Tell us in the comments. Was it Leave It to Beaver?
Big Bang Theory.
Young Sheldon?
Man, she's kind of pretty. Well, sure she's pretty. I ain't going steady with no owls. What are you laughing at?
Beaver
Beaver
Lab.
Lab.
Oh, look at you.
The only show I know from that time.
Oh, sorry, kid. Put the gloves on. Go out in the backyard, huh?
Dad.
Classic dad.
I wouldn't know.
Me.
Cameron,
Yeah?
I want to see you.
Getting the ick.
Excuse me. What is this?
Nice.
No Playboy magazine.
It's gotta be a trope for 60s and 70s. Moms always have her hair in something.
Yeah.
Also the Playboy magazine.
Oh, Cameron.
Just turn some leaves.
Honey, your sister needs your help with some errands tomorrow. Would you stop by after the bridal shower about 3 o'clock?
Okay, Mom.
I was gonna say they're pretty accepting of her getting married at this age. I'm like, oh wait, 61.
Yeah.
Probably, what took you so long?
This is great.
If you had worked on the campaign instead of the Nomad, you could have met him too, you know. Don't break it.
God damn it.
Kind of the John F. Kennedy.
Remember that time you were leaping around in that silly Zorro
Oh man,
outfit
she's
of
all in.
yours?
Oh man.
The poster?
Bob won't go unless we get married first.
Why?
Just won't, I don't know.
Well, maybe he's not the guy for you then.
Do you know which one's older?
She's got to be the older one if she's about to graduate.
1 minute you think Bob is the greatest, and the next thing you're just tearing him down.
Look, I just want what's best for you.
It's almost like you're a different person.
You look completely different. No. You don't know that he looks different. Well, what does he look like?
Oh, Tina would look good without that on.
Al?
Hi, Sam.
He's being a perv again.
Al, you didn't stand in here and watch Cheryl trying all this stuff on.
Well, you know, if you're gonna publish, you gotta have data.
Oh my God, Al, she's 17.
I could do some inside
Oh,
research,
no.
if you get my drift.
Yeah, I get your
I'm gonna look up to see if he's canceled. The actor.
I thought lingerie was enough.
Oh. What's that so?
Bob made such a big deal out of my wearing his mother's. I mean, what was I going to say?
What do you want to wear?
Why would some guy do that? You know what I mean?
Say like what?
You're wearing my mom's dress. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, based on the one scene with him, I would not guess that character trait.
I mean, I maybe like his mom doesn't have a daughter or something, but it's like, I feel like that's the one thing everyone knows about weddings. Like, oh, you know, the daughter wear the mom's wedding dress. Like, not everyone does it, but like,
Yeah,
if your mom, you know,
I just feel like it's so out of character for that character
for her boyfriend.
to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I think it fits. Just like him, like, you're wearing this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Don't be silly.
He did, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Don't lie for him.
Drop it, Cam.
I can't. You're my sister.
Ah, and it's a stand-in for his sister.
Man, you look gorgeous.
Is he not supposed to see her?
Bad luck to see me in my wedding dress.
Thank you. Oh, we didn't do that, and we didn't care. But back then, you know, I think more people cared.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna punch him right there.
What the hell is this?
Trying to make up for the bruise?
Is he getting married in that?
No, it's a kind you get when you grab somebody's neck like this.
Does he only have the strength of the dork? Or does he keep his own physique?
That's right, because he had to train for the boxing match, right? As if he like was not trained.
I mean, I understand like not having a skill, but it's like, what about just your actual strength, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure Scott Bakula's grown man strength transfers over. This kid's got nothing on him. Plus his hair's already going white. Oh yeah, he's probably super strong.
And by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. Now you may kiss the bride.
Just all the suits are different colors.
And then you'll both walk down the aisle and begin a wonderful life, full of joy.
You know what?
You see
and
that?
Yeah,
It's like black, green, brown, and blue.
it's probably their own suits.
Yeah.
Wheeling and dealing to pay for this party.
You're not going to know what to do on the
I know
day of
those
the
two
wedding.
actors.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
she looks really
Drink
familiar.
heavily.
He's from Total Recall. I'm wearing the shirt with Total Recall. That guy's from Total Recall. Woo! What are the odds?
Leaping about in time, I've suffered some humiliation and abuse, but I can't recall anything as horrible as being forced to sit at the children's table.
Is his hair more white?
I think it's just because he combed it over.
And the glasses, maybe. I don't know.
I did see someone comment that I guess in real life that's like Scott Bakula's hair just like was white there.
Huh.
I don't know if they colored it for the pilot or and then decided to screw it or what.
I'd like to thank the most important person here, the wine waiter.
Oh man, this is one of my not pet peeve, but like something I don't like: actors having to act drunk. I feel like it's so rare that they actually are convincing. This guy's okay though. I feel like actors always overdo it, you know, about being drunk. It's like,
yeah,
gotta be subtle.
Oh my god.
It's a color TV.
That's pretty good.
Dun, 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 dun. The Mom-mobile's gonna make a speech.
Glad they got a dead silent reaction.
I'm so proud of you for having the courage to go out and make a difference in the lives of people less fortunate than ourselves.
His face. We're not doing that.
I understand there's no electricity on the island of Tonga, and, well, thanks to your gift, I'll be watching Bonanza in color.
That's pretty good.
I mean, she thinks of me as her dorky little brother.
Food fights are a real thing that happen in
we
real
should,
life? I don't think so. I think it's
go
only
to
in
the
movies and
restroom.
TV.
Yeah. Maybe like the first year of the 80s.
That was good.
Came down to the fact.
Actually, when I was in high school.
I'd be very curious to know, has anyone been in a real food fight? I feel like when I was a kid, that was in like all media. Food fight, just like a popular thing for some reason.
Yeah, every movie.
I'm an actor, and I just kind of, doing a scene.
What the hell?
He rocks in the treetop all the day long.
What's happening? What happened to trigger this?
All the little birds on a jaybird street.
Also, this music isn't really playing. There's dancing in silence.
I say, every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree.
Is that Michael? It's Michael Jackson.
Why would Michael Jackson be in the bathroom?
Is Dad gonna walk out and beat him?
Mikey, we gotta rehearse.
Oh, dude, you're right.
Come on, he was doing the moonwalk. It was a layup, and he did the on his toes pose.
I didn't know Michael Jackson had all of his dances when he was a kid, as a
Oh
child.
yeah, that's the thing. Like Indiana Jones got his hat, and he was a kid. Every single personality and physical trait is all there from the moment you're born.
Yeah.
You know, Robert Oppenheimer, he came out with that hat.
She's 22 years old. She'll own her own house. She's got a husband who's a used car manager. What girl wouldn't go nuts?
Say she was 22?
I think he went to set her up with a 22-year-old. I think that's what he said.
Oh, he was talking about setting him up with someone else?
I think so, yeah.
His wedding rehearsal?
You're way off base, punk.
Hey!
Damn, shoved him right to the ground.
Sam, race him for pinks. I'll race you for pinks.
What?
And I raced to that diner.
About 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. At the underpass.
Gonna run him off the road and kill him. Problem solved, Cheryl. Can't marry him if he's dead.
No evidence I did it. You just told me. They're not.
But he doesn't have nitrous
They won't believe you.
oxide. Laughing gas?
But then he's still alive.
These guys don't even know about
Wakes
it yet.
up. I'm still gonna marry your sister.
You get a huge 10-second burst of power. Zoom.
That's great.
Of course, if you inject too much, you blow up. You know, Big Bang, fire, smoke.
It shouldn't be that big of an issue. He can tell you. He can go Google it. Tell you exactly how much.
True. Also, I know they set that up at the beginning of the episode with the whole car racing thing,
yeah.
but it seems like just such an odd left turn for the episode, like dealing with all this drama with the sister, and then it's like, I'm gonna race you. It's like, oh, well, all right.
Yeah, it's like they're writing. They're in that third quarter. It's like, oh, we got to tie it back to the beginning. We'll race.
Sounds like we got a leak.
There it is.
Blows up while they're just setting it up. Both dead.
Wasted. Now, I think would be more cinematic, that ties back to the beginning, is that they go to Pink's and have an eating contest.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
and then you find out he's allergic to tomatoes, and he starts. And then
I just don't understand what Al's expecting. Like, this guy loses the race, gets out of the car. We're not joining the Peace Corps.
You're right. I don't want you. But if I would have won this race,
Didn't think you'd have the ganachos to show.
didn't I push you over, you piece of shit?
I'll count off the seconds
Yeah,
for
they
you.
really had no time for this to develop.
Yeah, no.
They like mentioned it once.
Probably better that they.
Yeah, it's better that they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, where you going?
I'm gonna get on and watch.
Best seat in the house is right here.
Okay.
I'm not racing if Cheryl's in the car.
Well, that thwarts his plan to drive him off the road.
Forfeiting?
You chicken to race alone?
Get out.
Oh, that's all it takes.
Got that Marty McFly.
Yep.
Kiss it goodbye, Drip. All right, come on.
They're really calling that the Mama-Mobile? I mean, maybe because it's classic. I think it looks cool.
Yep, looks cooler than cars today.
Yeah. Well, not my car.
Yeah, my bad.
Had to make that clear.
Not yet! You'll peak too soon!
Al, I love you.
Now!
Is the race just a straight line?
Yes, yeah. They probably want a whole elaborate. Just it's gotta be a nightmare to do car chases. Like if you're doing physical locations, like every street corner is a whole setup for every.
Yeah.
It's like screw that. Christopher Nolan had it right. Just everyone around these.
Guess he was wearing his seatbelt.
No, wait a minute, baby. You stay in here with me.
Whoa! Oh, let's go! Oh, Dukes of Hazzard. I like it.
Get him. Get him!
Oh, it's the training day moment. Oh, pink slips.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about the restaurant earlier.
Yeah, me too. Wasn't it called Pinkies?
Yeah.
Kind of needlessly confusing there. I thought they were racing for burgers this whole time.
Yeah, I thought they were racing to the diner.
Let it be me. Al. Don't take.
The shoeshine guy looking at him like, what the hell?
Met her at the car auction. She offered to wax my hood.
Well, she looks like she does good work.
He never stops.
What about Nina? Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Cam?
I think maybe she's the reason.
Is that the mechanic girl?
Yep.
Are you trying to tell me you never kissed anyone?
Sam, go ahead, do it.
Come on, Al! Al, you bad influence! The FCC had to step in.
I made some cookies. I'm just going to go get them, okay? All right, take a seat. What are you doing here? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who quantum leap through other timelines.
Let's get him out of there before he gets in trouble.
About to say, I'm glad he wasn't doing the full.
Yeah.
He was doing earlier. Oh shit!
He did it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
It's gonna be every time.
I can't believe they just did that Michael Jackson, like full-on schlock, ridiculous cameo. Did his entire dance routine when he's like 5 years old.
Like, what was the point? Like, it had nothing
It was
to do.
so out of like not subtle at all. Like they just broke out into a dance number, unprovoked,
And also, Sam like didn't even acknowledge it after it happened, like that it was Michael Jackson.
Then it was over. Like the Buddy Holly one made sense. Yeah. I'm glad they deviated away from the romance angle and done different types of relationships.
Yeah, with the last episode and this one for sure. I thought this one was an interesting balance of having like some pretty, strong dark material of like, Scott Bakula's, Sam in his real life had a sister who, was a victim of abuse and he couldn't do anything about it and he felt bad about it. And now this sister, of the person he leaps into is facing this and he has to save her from it. I think that's pretty good for his character. It's, kind of, like I said, dark material, but it balanced it with like the comedy of the episode. Like this is one of the most comedic episodes, from the Michael Jackson thing to just all the stuff thrown in there. I just found it a very interesting balance. I think it hit it right for the most part, but it definitely felt a bit odd. It was kind of a silly, goofy episode for having some serious material in there. The sister character, I thought the actor did a great job. She was great. The scene of like them in her bedroom just talking to each other, I think that like that's when this show is at its strongest. It's like somehow they have all these guest actors and characters that just like build this chemistry with Scott Bakula so quickly to where I just feel like I could watch a whole show of just the characters from that episode and then we, never see them again.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many times they've been successful. Almost every episode I've cared about the characters.
Yeah, and I do like little tidbits into Scott's life. I think he's just accepted his fate. Yeah, Scott Bakula's life. Sam's life. You gotta remember the character's name. And, we had the second episode, I think it was his ex-wife. This with his sister. But I'm afraid, unfortunately, it's going to be like just Star Trek tidbits, like Kirk's brother. Like it's never going to be. It's cool. It's a cool device for the episode to make it more personable, make it a more driving factor. I mean, he's always going to do the right thing. I mean, that's how he leaps. But just to have that extra added tension and guilt definitely adds some more layers. But it's not going to be brought up.
Yeah,
ever again.
It's going to be purely episodic.
Yeah, I know, but. You know me, I like
the callbacks.
Yeah,
the callbacks in this show are all in the intro.
You'll get your callbacks.
Yeah.
You're gonna see all of them right in a row.
Yeah. Another thing that's starting to get kind of odd, and I don't know how to feel about it, is how almost every episode he has like a goal that he thinks is going to make him leap, and then he does that goal, and then it doesn't make him leap, and then the actual thing he had to do was this side thing that's been there all along. And it happens in most of the episodes. Now, I would say the last episode we watched, where he sits down at the diner, that one was like really well done. But like something like this, for example, so you're saying the whole time, if he just hooked up with Jill, he would leap? Like regardless of the whole situation with the sister, like none of that actually really even mattered. He could have just kiss Jill, and because I'm confused as to like, does he just need to do one objective, or is it like a list of things he has to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They talk about the Ziggy person. This computer. It's never accurate. And what I'm worried about is repercussions of the stuff he wasn't supposed to do, but ended up doing. Like before he gets the final nail in the coffin that makes him leap. How much damage did that cause? It's not important.
Yeah, but I feel like in this episode, this one is more so an example of like, I do feel like it's really important that he saved this sister character from that terrible abusive marriage and she actually got to go into the Peace Corps. But like, is the show saying that actually none of that mattered? He was only there to kiss this Jill person? Like, it's just kind of, I don't know. And a lot of episodes have followed that formula where it builds out this plot and then, oh no, or like the mobster episode, he had the grandma win the bingo, and then he leaps out. Like, okay, so was everything on that episode that happened irrelevant? He just had to have her win bingo? Like, I get that it's like funny in some cases, or it's a little bit like ironic, but it's starting to make me feel like, do I really even need to care about the plot, because it's probably just going to be something random anyway. But yeah, episode was fine. I'm like really heavily thinking into it. When it's like at the end of the day, it's whatever. Like it was fine. Very watchable show. I don't really feel bored very often. Usually pretty entertained. There's been one episode thus far in the whole season that I didn't like, being the Texas, farmer episode or whatever. So
yeah, for a show with like so many different sets every single episode, like most sitcom sets, they go into the bar, they go into the family room, and maybe like a couple different ones. But this one to consistently, for a 48-minute episode show, have pretty good set design. Like we're looking at this girl's room right now. It's like the Kennedy poster, these pictures on the wall, this wallpaper. It's like the amount of effort is commendable.
Yeah, and then they had to get those cars. They had to crash one of them.
Yeah. Footage of that train.
Yeah, even the episode I didn't like that I just mentioned, they had all the animals and the horses and everything. It's all a lot of effort put in costume design and set design in every episode, which, yeah, I appreciate too. But there's only one episode left, and it seems like a pretty interesting leap. So we're going to watch that soon. Will that be the last episode we ever watch? Who knows? You guys let us know, and if it's your first time here, you can check out our reactions to this whole first season, as well as all the other reactions we have here on the channel, like Star Trek and otherwise. So subscribe, become part of the target audience.
I don't feel like getting up.
The bit's already done.